Hello friends. In this video I'm going to be playing a bit of a writing game, but I have no idea how long it's actually going to last for. That is intrinsic to the game. I put this poll up to my patrons and it was like pretty split, honestly, 53 to 47% on which of these writing experiments I would do. So I'm just gonna do both. That's what happens when it's too close to call. And today I'm going to be starting what I call more words than the day before. I was actually inspired to play this because of a Twitch comment I received where someone was really excited that they had just written more words than the day they had before. Pretty self-explanatory, only I wanted to see how many days in a row I could basically one-up myself. How many days? I'm gonna go ahead and put some guesses out there now. It is very dependent on what I get the first day. Because in theory it could last only one day. It could not even be a game at all. But I have a lot of stuff on my to-do list today. I have a stream where I get my writing. I have a recording with my brother I need to do. I have some videos I have to edit that I've been putting off for a while. So like I just have a collection of stuff that I need to get done. So I know that today's the best day to start this because I'm gonna have a stream. I know I will be writing on that stream. Also, I just finished a 10,000 plus word outline and I'm going to be starting drafting. So I'm hoping that all that momentum will carry me forward through this experiment, okay? I'm hoping I'll just be more and more excited each day as I finally get to play around with these characters that I've been envisioning. So with that said, I'm actually going to be breaking one of my loose rules that I've had for this year, which is trying to not work on the weekend. I've done a really good job about that. Something I'm really happy for me personally, but I am gonna break that rule this weekend. In part because I desperately want to write this story. Also, I just gotten back from a road trip to my friends, so it's like just to balance stuff out, you know? So today's Thursday. We're gonna see how many words I get today. I'm not gonna write any more, so I definitely think I will beat it on Friday. And I think I can push through Saturday and Sunday to beat it. Monday is gonna be where it gets tricky. I'm gonna say, wait, what did I just say? I'm gonna go 5 days. That's my guess. I think 5 days in a row. If you're playing along at home, put your guesses in the comments, let me know. How many days in a row do you think that I can beat my word count from the day before? The game is simple, but perhaps not easy. And without any further ado, let us grab our tea and our everything's fine dumpster fire mug and let us get to work. This is actually perfect timing because just yesterday I made this story its own Scrivener doc from the to be written Scrivener doc. I'm only allowed to copy and paste from the to be written doc when I have basically an outline when I'm ready to write, because I used to just do so many Scrivener docs for so many different stories and then I wouldn't touch them again. So yeah, now I have just one little place to put all the ideas, and when the idea is more fully formed, then it's like a rite of passage for it, you know? Yeah. (1,430 words. Now this was a bit of a slow start for me actually because, and I did not anticipate this at the time, this is the start of the novel. And starts of novels are so much fun, but also quite challenging. So 1,430 words over the course of 3 sprints, 1 stream, actually feels really good. I'm not mad about it, but that first sprint, I was just kind of sitting there like, I think I got 100 words total. In like a 35-minute sprint. I was just, my brain was not braining. I had all of this inspiration and I was just kind of like, what do I do? And again, 10,000 plus word outline. I knew what to do. It was just getting in that flow that I found hard until it wasn't. So 1,430 words. I'm not gonna be writing any more today. Do I feel confident? I think there's a strategy to this game. I think it is to beat myself each day, but not beat myself so substantially that it's too tough. But also, I'm not gonna go 1,431 words tomorrow, okay? That's not what I wanna do. I want to just, you know, finish the scene, finish the chapter, whatever I was working on, whatever naturally happens. I'm just going to add a little push so that I'm over. If that push results in a crazy word day, then so be it, but also I will have to face the consequences the next day in terms of this game. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, one thing though. For day 2, I think what I'm gonna focus on first is filling in the few gaps I have. Oh my god, Finn. Finn. Do you wanna come in? Come in, baby girl. Hi. Okay, thank you. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 gaps that I want to fill in for this first chapter that I didn't during yesterday's writing. So I think that's what I'm going to focus on first before I move to the second chapter. And this will be the first time that I switch point of views. So that's very exciting. It is also D100 day, where we rolled the D100 only once to determine how long we sprint for. Only one sprint. So I think I'm going to be having to write after the streaming time, but that is going to be fun. But we'll see how many I get. Yes. Okay. We've now rated Nick's Flare. So I have started the second chapter. I'm really enjoying writing in Penelope's chapter so far. I think it's really fun. And I've likened her to the sun in my mind. She's bright and she's fun and she just she glows. And yeah, that's been really fun to write so far. I'm hoping that's how it's gonna come across. I did some quick math. So it was 1340 and I ended with 1512. But I've added 380 words to this new chapter. 380. So realistically, I still have about 1,000 words to get for the day. I think because the new Taylor Swift album just came out and I've not listened to it yet, I am going to go on a walk before it gets too muggy and too gross. I'm gonna listen to that and then I will be back to get some writing in. Ooh, can kind of go with the flow. Quite nice. Well, this is adorable. You're so cute. You know, about 10 hours later, 8 hours later, we're back at it. I literally left everything mid-sentence, so I'm excited to actually finish this up. Okay, so I picked up the camera because I'd literally forgotten what that is called in the distance. It is an apron. Of course, as soon as I was trying to explain it, the word came to me. Proof that sometimes speaking it out loud is what you need. Apron, apron. Such an easy word, oh my gosh. I finished that second chapter now with 1,222 words, which is not more than yesterday. So we're going to move over to chapter 3, woo! I do have 43 chapters. 43 chapters and an epilogue outlined for this, so I already knew that these first few chapters were going to be pretty quick. In my mind, I'm thinking of them as prologue-esque, just 3 chapters that are kind of quick so we get each of the point of views, and then they're going to get longer. So I'm currently happy with the length of these chapters. I just need to introduce you to the characters, and now we get the third one. And I'm especially excited here because he is an outsider to the world in some ways. So I get to dive into a little bit more of the newness for the reader just as much as for this character vibes. I only need to write about another 200 words or so, but Hooray. I also got some ramen. Some microwave ramen to eat as I wrote. 233 words in this scene, which gives me 1,455. Okay, look. This is ever so slightly game playing, but also this is kind of a pivotal moment in this first bit of his scene. And so it's kind of the perfect moment to end on. Sorry, Puppy's playing with their toy in the background. We'll see if I just like can't help myself, but also there's only 20 minutes until the sprint shootout starts. So I think I'm calling it. Okay, so also I kept thinking it was 13:40, but it was 14:30. Day 1, 14:30. Day 2, 14:55. This is consistency, okay? Yeah, don't you think so?
Well, second.
In Shanghai, it's another one. So out to the valley.
Okay, I got 259 words in that time. I stayed up till about 4 watching the sprint race, so I'm a little sleepy. But it is about to be the release for some Holo Taco polish, which I'm excited about. And I am pumped to continue working on this story. I did just finish off what could be a nice break, but I'm going to continue the scene. This chapter kind of ends what I've had as the prologue in some ways in my mind, just like a little teaser of each character. And this also sets up a bit of the mystery element, like a very small mystery. It's threaded throughout, so it's, I guess I should say, coming off of A Closet Full of Cauldrons, which is like capital M mystery, genre mystery. This is just a mystery that the reader's in the dark about some motivations, and I need to set that up immediately and get that interest going. And 2 of the other characters are also going to be in the dark, so I think it's just going to be kind of a fun, yeah, I'm hoping it's going to be fun. It's starting soon. Alright, not yet at the word count I need for the day. There are a couple gaps that I have to fill in still, so I'm not too worried about the actual word count, but my coffee's almost done. And my brain is still moving a little slow from the lack of sleep. So I think I'm gonna take a food break now and come back to this later.
It's deleted? Yeah. That's what it was. It was just like, I gotta remember these words, and I fucked up immediately.
I will never forget your chuckle. Watching that, the chuckle, I was like, oh my god, I know you can't laugh.
Got my stuff. Okay, so I have about an hour left on my dough. So we're gonna take my strawberry gin drink. Zelda's ready for me. And I'm gonna see if I can finish up this chapter, this 3rd chapter. This is the recipe I'm making, by the way. Hong Kong egg tarts. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed they'll be good. All right, chapter done. and I am at 2,027 words for the day. So I have a little bit harder goal set out for me for tomorrow, but I have an outline, so I'm feeling confident. I'm actually in the zone enough that I think what I'm gonna do is reread over what I have because it's the first 3 chapters, introduction to our characters. Just want to make sure I nailed it. Yeah, just want to see for a first draft how it's vibing. So I think I might do that, but otherwise I will see y'all tomorrow. These will absolutely be the ugliest egg tarts in the world, but cannot let this go to waste. Need the Brazilian Grand Prix so I can redeem myself with cheese bread. The one thing I know how to make.
Your eyes are so wide. So crazy.
I think it's better cold. Are you ready to go to Grandma's?
Mark, you're not going to be here for us to celebrate Father's Day. Yeah, Mommy, Dad's not in here.
Are we going home? Did you get all the love? Did you get all the love? Time to write 2,000 words. Good job about that. I'm on to the second part of the novel, but there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 parts. Very quick. All right, that is 1,769 words. The chapter is now done. I will say those were kind of like hard fought words, not in a bad way. Like I've enjoyed every part of this. I feel really in it, but it just took longer than I expected. So, you know, just a few hours, 1,769 words. I feel good about that. I really enjoyed being part of Sarah's 9091 stream today in the chat. It was quite fun. But also 1,769 words is not 2,074 I got yesterday. So I think I'm going to take a little bit of a break before I start the next chapter. It is cry and drink heavily o'clock. And I think I'm good on the crying, but maybe I will drink, why do I want to say softly? That's not the opposite of heavily. I'll drink lightly. That's what I was going for. Okay. All right, I decided instead of alcohol, just tea. But I think it's a good choice as we're getting a little bit late. But I only have to do like 300 words or so, and I'm actually really excited to get started and do a little bit of this chapter. So I imagine I'm about to up it for myself later, unless I can find like an easy break here at the beginning. We shall see. Also, what? Whatever. So I have my first interesting conundrum because in theory this would be an okay place to stop. Like the scene continues, but like I'm changing locations. We're moving. But alas, I need like 17 more words or so. So we continue. All right. 2,426. Done for the night. I actually just skipped a section here so I can move on to the next part of the scene, but I think it worked. I have now 2 teas and I think it's time to switch to the Scrivener doc. I'm thinking the strategy here is, what did I get yesterday? I forget every time. Thank goodness for the writing history feature. Okay, I ended for real at 2,437 words. So yeah, I think the strategy for today is try and see how many words I can get until 9, take a little eye break before my stream, and then hopefully I'll have all of the words I needed, but if not, you know, then I can work on some in the afternoon amongst other stuff. So I'm really not at the point where I'm nervous yet. The only nerves are actually coming from the fact that I have a flight on Friday going to Colorado, and I don't think I anticipated that I would still be kind of close. So in some ways I'm kind of hoping I like whoop, go super high and can't make it. But now I'm also like, I might be able to make it all the way till Friday. I might be getting ahead of myself. Let's do a little bit of writing now. Time to fill in the gaps. Are you just a chunky baby? Are you just a chunky baby? All right, I've now had food and it is just about time to start my stream. I got 501 words in that time, had my little bit of break, and I am feeling rejuvenated. I'm feeling like I can do this. Do I think I can get 2,000 plus words during the stream? That is a different question, but we are almost the entire way through the cat tarot that we've been using to guide our sprints. So I feel good. I feel good. This is really exciting actually. It's my first time going through an entire deck on stream. This was something that was kind of inspired after the Prime Writing extravaganza, and it's been really fun as a streamer to have something to like kind of look forward to each day that's different each day, but also it feels like completing something, and that is very satisfying. Oops. Have this one get all the way over here. Starting soon. Go live. Beep, 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 beep. That is time on our first sprint. Let me know how y'all did. 2,039 as I'm finishing that, and now the blank chapter again.
I beg thee, Duke, know the song of love. Don't forget the lyrics. Nay, this song is not taught by myself. Comes on me too soon. I know not the song you speak of. Say that.
Ooh, okay. First off, catching up on Wallace content. Also, I am technically now at 2,514 words for the day, which would be enough, in theory, to go ahead and stop. But for the whole project, I'm at 9,000, excuse me. For the whole project, I'm at 9,907 words. And wouldn't it be fun to just pass 10K? You know, just like casually. So I think I'm gonna keep writing and see just how many words past that I get. It is 7 o'clock now. My partner is working out in the garage. I can hear his audiobook. So I'm gonna spend at least another 93 words for the night. Okay, 10,049. Woo! I think I'm gonna call it here. This scene requires a bit of a push-pull between the two religious leaders, and it's something that I want to hint at that's going to be a point of conflict over the entire story, but I don't want to go too hard too early. You know, this is the point where we're just kind of like, oh, it's funny. Let me see if I can put this somewhere. Hello? Do you think it's funny? You don't have any idea what I'm gonna say. Are you looking at this one? Oh. I was just gonna say that it's funny to me because this is the first time I've had an outline that's so like intense. I thought it would hamper my ability to create once I went to actually write, but I'm not finding that to be true at all. This is the first time that I've actually been able to create a cohesive outline like this and feel like I really nailed every point in that outline. The motivations are already included in there. The, you know, character arc and relationships are all there. The world, like, you know, it's a big outline. And I think it's funny because I've been on this platform for so long. I had a lot of people earlier on in the journey telling me that they're like, well, if you just create a big outline and just tried to write that way, then you wouldn't have these problems. And it's funny now that I'm doing that. They are right in some ways. The way being that I couldn't have done that on any of my other stories. I did try. So it's just kind of makes me giggle. They were trying to give good advice. I just wasn't in a place or with a story where that could work. But yeah, I'm really enjoying every time I get to actually writing. I'm not lost for what to write. I might be lost on, you know, which sentence to start with, or, you know, maybe the order. Like the chapter I just finished earlier today, I'd switched the order of things versus what was technically in my outline, but like if there's 3 bullet points, I switched. Are you okay? Honestly, I don't even know what I was saying. Only that I'm enjoying the fruits of my labor. If that labor was the outline, I'm laboring again, I guess, in the actual writing of it, but it does not feel like a labor. It feels like a fun exploration. It's like digging in deeper. Like I've already done the hard work of like plotting out where the holes are, and now I'm like just digging a little bit deeper into the holes I'd already laid. What? I had a migraine earlier today. That's what I'm gonna blame this on. But also the power of medicine. My God. So much nicer now. Okay, well, just over 2,500 words is the goal now. I passed 10K. That's incredible. I feel really good. So I was having a giggle yesterday because my partner and I would go on these walks and catch each other up on how our day has gone so far, but definitely this was like an end of day walk. And I was telling him how I had outlined this story so well this time that I was finding it like easy, breezy, and beautiful. Cover girl. I was finding it really easy to write, and I was kind of surprised by this for all the reasons that I mentioned before. And it was just one of those moments that kind of struck me because he does like software engineering stuff and works in a team. So you know, having come from a corporate world, when you're working in when you're working in team stuff, obviously you do have to like outline and plan, and a bunch of stuff comes in that kind of disrupts that plan, which in some ways can feel quite similar to the writing process, only it's like you and your plot bunnies and your demons even. But he's heard me talk about all this and he asked if he thought that this would be like kind of my new sort of process for writing. And I think it's kind of funny because even though I've returned to things that have worked for me before, no one novel has ever been the same process. Don't know why. Don't know. For whatever reason, just never happened. Try as I might to have a similar process, I guess, because, you know, you want to repeat what's worked for you in the past or avoid what has not worked for you in the past. So I'm tentatively hopeful because all of this is coming together so quick, and I guess I'm probably also, bye Buffy, in the early enough stages that none of the downsides have come yet. Or maybe it's that there's no pressure. This is literally just a break project that I do want to work on, but just something while A Closet Full of Cauldrons is with other people, which by the way, one of my alpha readers got back to me already. So trying not to let myself get in on that feedback yet. And thus the distraction. Okay, let's get to the writing for the day. This is the first time I've had to use some insert blank here, but I finished that chapter, which is awesome. Feel very good about that. And we're actually right back to the same character. So this is the only place where I double up on the characters. Otherwise it's like a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 the whole way across, but I feel really good about it. We're starting to get on a roll. I think I managed to like up some of the tension in the last chapter, so I cannot wait. But excited to get a nice little eye break in. I do have, let's see. I don't like that last sentence I ended on, so this, I will also delete that. 1,563 words for the morning and now afternoon, but I will get to the rest of them later. All right, I have some juice, I have some water, I have some tea that I reheated. Sacrilege. I know. Let us, a few hours later, get a little farther along in this chapter. I'm trying to do some spring cleaning of my closet, and it's as exciting and as fun as spring cleaning can be. I was listening to some Phineas albums, so that was kind of nice, but I'm trying to make peace with letting go of clothes that like technically fit, but I just never wear. I feel like they could have a better home. At a certain point, I just get tired of waiting for myself to wear something after all. So it's been a few years for some of these, haven't worn them in that time. Time to get rid of them. But a writing break feels necessary. As does cleaning my glasses, my goodness. Zelda was just too forceful with her love.
Does Jack Donaghy even know I'm in the Voyager? Maybe if he knew I have a film career, he would treat me with more respect. I will tell him that you are in a feature film called... What the hell's her movie called? I don't know. She's been talking about it.
The real question is going to be, how tough will tomorrow be? But I do have an airport and a plane ride, so maybe it'll actually be easier than today. Hopefully the packing will be done by tomorrow. Handwritten project. Myrtle for the plane. Ideas notebook. Someone is not excited. Not excited that I'm leaving. No.
Exactly. I get it, I get it.
Se recuerda a los pasajeros que no deben estacionar ni dejar vehículos desatendidos.
All off the seats, out of the seat back pockets and off the floor. They're going to come through the next couple minutes and do their final. Like I said, nothing to worry about. We're just going to set them out early. Going into Denver. Right now the weather in Denver, not bad. 64 degrees, just partly cloudy skies.
Oh, yeah.
You know, the message I got about a week before from these.
So the difference.
We're getting to see the animals today.
Oh, that's awesome.
This Texas girl was so excited to see all of the snow. Not only to see all of the snow, but also for it to actually be snowing where we were at in Colorado. It was amazing. And perhaps because I had taken a car, a plane, a little train, more cars, like I did not have it in me by the time we finally got to where we were staying to do any more writing for the day. I was tapped. What a big one. Ooh. So I am here now with the stats. Before I get to them though, I want to say that I would absolutely do this experiment again when I don't have a whole like kind of a, I'm not saying I couldn't have done it. It would have been hard though. There wasn't a whole lot of room in the car to do it, and also as I've gotten older I've gotten a little bit more car sick, so I try not to focus on like a phone or a book like I used to be able to do. So certainly not a computer, but anyways. Yes, I would do this again. I think it was a really fun way to get up to 20,000 words without even realizing it, honestly. Just the goal of trying to beat myself every day was really nice. And I do think that having the outline as in-depth as I had it made it really, really easy to do that. It felt that no matter, it was really a matter of how many times a day I could sit down was what the word count result would be, you know? So on the busier days, on the like heavier migraine days, it was a little bit harder, but I think also because I started so low, I would do this again. I would do this again. Reading through the days very quickly, I got 1,430 day 1, 1,455 day 2, 2,074 day 3, so a little jump up, 2,437, 2,653, 2,988, 3,834, so a big jump up, 3,941, and then 157 words that I got in the airport that morning. So I was really looking down the barrel of 4,000 words. It's actually higher than I thought I was gonna be able to get up to. It was awesome. I mean, 20,000 words in the span of 9 days of the experiment, 8 days really, but 9 days. That's awesome, and it didn't feel like that, and it was so cool. So, you know, if I'm aiming to do a 100,000 word novel, I only have to do that, you know, 5 more times. I think I could do that. I think I could do that. Please do comment down below. Let me know if this is an experiment that you would try. Let me know if you've accidentally done that before, or if it's something that you look forward to, like what inspired this experiment to try and beat yourself from the day before. And if you need an additional push, I do absolutely challenge you to try this and let me know how it turns out for you. But thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you especially to my patrons who voted on this challenge. And I will see you all very soon with a new video. Bye!